Well, it's Sunday morning. Do you happen to know what the hottest selling reserve list card was this week? February 6th to the 11th of 2022? Don't worry. Have your coffee, sit down, let's find out together. Hi everyone and welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel, you've just found me in this nacho cheese universe of YouTube. Well, thanks a lot for deciding to check out my content today. I really hope you guys do enjoy it. And if you did, please make sure to smash that subscribe button. Join in, the channel's fun. It's free to do. You get new content 7 days a week for free. You just gotta hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on, give a video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and of course comment in the comment section so we can carry on this conversation all the time. So we're into the hottest selling cards on the reserve list this week, February 6th to the 11th of 2022. And some pretty surprising sales happened as these buyouts seem to keep happening. So let's find out what cards were just ricocheting off the walls with fast and furious sales and which cards people are finding popular. Let's start with number 10. And that is City of Shadows from the Dark. Now, with an average price of $135.06 US, the market price being $156.61 US, and of course €113.40 to get you that card. Locally, the last time I saw it in stock was for $140 Canadian lightly played, and there are none in stock locally I can compare against right now. I've asked for wish lists and email lists. They will let me know if it ever becomes restocked. But right now, we're dry right where I am, so I can't help you guys out with that. Now, as an iconic card, the artwork, the style of this card, and the practical uses inside Commander of being able to pump this up as a mana churn and burn, great. 22 sales from February 6th to the 11th of 2022 is still pretty high for a card of this value. You're still talking $2,200, $2,300 got spent in the last week, US. That's crazy. Ever since the video at the Taco King Alpha Investments, you can see here it's been spiking up. I think that's actually going to continue for a while longer. Finding near mint quality conditions of this card are very difficult. It's not as if people are cracking open packs of the dark anymore to get these cards. So although we know what the print run was, with all the sealed boxes out there still, finding a near mint copy of this kind of card, you're going to be paying a pretty penny. It usually starts at $200 plus US to get that card, and it's only going to go higher. I will continue to buy one each month on the channel until it reaches that $250 mark that I see in actual sales, not what somebody lists it for. So I'll just keep buying. It's a great card. I love it. You guys know how I feel. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at number 9 this week. And that is going to be Brain Geyser from Revised. Now, the average price for this card has fallen quite a bit at $34 US, and the market price being $30.81 US, €22.01. The only ones locally here in Canada are near mint, and they are $50 each. But you can see from where this card was to where it is now, it is falling substantially, and it looks like some people are starting to bite because there's 29 sales from February 6th to the 11th of 2022. And I think we're going to see more of that happening. And those sales, by the way, were all for near mint copies. People aren't really going out there to buy the cheap ones that are beat up. But if you're looking for one, you can always find it on TCG Player. I think they had some moderately played ones for 18 to 20 bucks US. And feel free to use my affiliate link to TCG Player to help support my channel. It's free to do. Just click it on in the description and then start your shopping. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 8 this week, and that is going to be Demonic Hordes. You guys know I love this card. It's still hanging in there. It's totally awesome. All right, Revised Edition. Now, the average price is $10.93 US. The market price is $9.81 US. €10.34 to get you that card. Locally in Canada, again, we're sold out, so we're not going too far with that one. But this card has not rebounded back in a spike. Even with all the sales it's had, it is not spiking up yet. So keep an eye on this card because it may churn and start going up again if people keep up this kind of sales listing, and we'll see that spike happen. So let's keep a close eye on this one, and let's go ahead and take a look at number 7. And I love to blow up people's land with this card. It's so much fun. Coming in at number 7 this week is Kjeldoran Phalanx from Ice Age. Now, with an average price of $1.51 US, with a market price of $1.32 US. It's €1.75 to get to that card. Locally here in Canada, it's about $1.50 to get this guy in near mint. But 76 sales from February 6th to the 11th of 2022 is not a coincidence. Somebody bought this card out, and they bought a lot of it to hold on to. Now, when you break this card down, it's a 2/5 for 6. It does have first strike, but it does have banding. And we know this card's never coming back because Wizards doesn't want to deal with banding anymore. They don't want to even think about it. So I guarantee this guy's probably not coming back. He has some good artwork. I remember using this as a kid. I do have a play set of 4 that I keep when I'm trying to build my little banding ability decks inside my commander. I'm trying to get some stuff going with that. I bet you some other people are obviously thinking the same thing because it's just one of those janky abilities that people don't expect anymore. So way to go, Phalanx. Somebody decided they loved you and they wanted to buy a whole bunch of copies. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 6 this week, and that is Torok's Gate from Fallen Empires. Now, this card comes in at $1.63 US. The market is $1.07 US, and it's €2.35 to get you that card. I mean, here in Canada, it's $2, but it is sold out. At one point, this was like a $5 card from Fallen Empires. It just kind of spiked up in 2021. Now, this guy here is an enchant land, and you gotta like sacrifice a thrall, and you put these counters on the land, and whenever you tap the land, all your attacking creatures get +2/+1. Not the worst ability, and if you have breeding pits and stuff, and you have ways of unsummoning this and re-putting it back on the land, this can be a lot of fun for a 3 casting cost enchant land. It's actually not a bad card. It doesn't have to be used with just thralls, but if you put a couple of breeding pits in there, you have a couple of thralls to be sacrificed for some bigger bad boys out there, I can see why somebody might want to buy some, but 79 sales, the 6th to the 11th, that is a lot of Fallen Empire cards being bought, and it didn't even put a dent in the outside market availability of this card. So we'll be looking to see if this one ever spikes up, but somebody decided they wanted a lot of copies. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 5 this week, and that is again Ring of Renewal from Fallen Empires. Now, the price on this, the average is $1.86. The market being $1.46. €2.49 to get that card in your house. By the way, locally in Canada, this is a $5 card if you can find it. There was none in stock right now if you're looking for a near mint copy. You can see it was over $5 at one point. It's been going down ever since. But discarding a card and drawing 2 can be game-saving, life-altering when done correctly, or if you have ways of speeding up that by making your casting costs and triggered abilities cost less. But 91 sales, that's pretty significant from February 6th to the 11th of 2022. Somebody, again, is taking the time to buy a lot of copies of this, and you're like, okay, somebody's saying, yep, I like that Ring of Renewal. I like those Fallen Empire cards. And he bought, from one vendor, he bought like 36 copies. So that's crazy. Let's go ahead. I mean, it's awesome, but it's crazy. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 4 this week. I should have bought some of those. I already have 4. I don't need more. And that is Phyrexian Negator, Urza's Destiny. But I'm also, by the way, adding this in with the reprinting of it that they did for the Coalition verse thing, because it obviously went together. Now, you can see here the average price is $10.52. The market price is $11.47 US. Now, the foil. Again, old school Urza foil, first foiling ever, $120.71. It actually should be higher, but this was reprinted when it shouldn't have been into that Coalition versus Phyrexia deck when they broke it and said they shouldn't have done it. So, you know, mistakes were made, but somebody bought a lot of copies of that too. It's €7.45 to get you that card. It's about $12 here in Canada, by the way. But 94 sales between the two. Because somebody went to the Coalition versus Phyrexia one. They bought a whole bunch. And they bought a whole bunch of this one. You thought I wouldn't catch that? I totally caught that. 94 sales from February 6th to the 11th of 2022. That is a whole... That's like $940 in one card. That's a lot of money spent. And I can see why you did it. It's still a fun card. Reserved list. They're probably not going to be reprinting anymore after that little oopsie. So I get it. Awesome choice. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 3 this week. And that is Sedge Troll, Revised Edition. And that card comes in at $7.79 US for the average. The market is $5.18 US. And it's €7.53 to get that card into your house. Now, what I find interesting is I like this card. I have a playset of 4. I actually have one unlimited copy. back in the day, this guy was pretty brutal. Think about it. He's a 3 casting cost for a 2/2. But if you have swamps, which of course you're going to have swamps because you want him to be able to regenerate. He has regenerate for 1 black. But if you have a swamp in play, he gets an arrow +1/+1. So for the time, this guy was so OP that it was disgusting. Okay? An amazing card that actually kind of holds up even today. He's not the worst card out there, everyone. But I can see that a person on my channel said, hey, I want to buy these. You put it in the chat. I'm going to buy this on my paycheck. Well, 102 copies is definitely spending part of your paycheck buying this card. From February 6th to 11th of 2022, if you're interested in this, guys, you might want to look at the unlimited copy. You're going to save yourself, not save yourself money, but the potential rise in value is going to hit the unlimited copies before it really jumps into revised. And the price difference, yeah, it's a little bit, but it might be worth delving into that if that's what you're into. Purely entertainment purposes only, this channel, purely entertainment. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not recommending buying anything. I'm just saying, it kind of makes sense to me. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 2 this week. What comes up in number 2? What do you guys think? Number 2 is actually the Thelonite Monk from Fallen Empires. A fairly decent card I've talked about before. Now, with an average price of $2.15 US, the market at $1.90 US, and then €2.30 to get that card into your house. Locally in Canada, sold out, can't get any. 130 sales from the 6th to the 11th of 2022. There are lots of ways of sacrificing creatures to turn your opponent's lands into forests. I love this guy. Even though he costs 4, I love him. There's so many ways of abusing this card. He's fun, and people don't expect it. I like that guy. So you guys have waited this long. You've held on. You're here. You're like, what is going to be number 1, Mox Man? What is going to be there? We've waited the whole video. We've listened to you yammer on. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at number 1. And that is the Triangle of War. I mentioned in an earlier video this week from Visions, the total count sales when I finished counting was 1,094 sales from February 6th to the 11th of 2022. Please pay attention to that price spike you see there from that buyout happening. This card has jumped all the way up to $10 there on the screen. You can see the average price is $15 US. The market price is $5.71 US. It's €3.43 to get to that card. $4 Canadian was the last ones they had that were near mint, but they're all sold out. There's none locally available. That's what happens when you put enough funds behind it and somebody says, I want that card. And it was pretty cheap at the time. So when I see cards like this selling and multiple cards, almost all averaging up to 100 per sale, and then 1,000 plus, nothing came close to that Triangle of War. That's a lot of sales. A lot of smaller cards that had 10, 15, 20 sales didn't make the cut this week. They got pushed right off because some of these lower end reserve list cards just dominated the entire field this week in the top 10. Amazing stuff to see how people are gauging reality and saying, do I want to spend $50 getting an okay reserve list card, or do I want to spend $50 and get 110 copies of a reserve list card? I see what they're thinking. Risk reward, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Make sure you put some comments in that comment section. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it around to your friends. Look at this party started. I can't wait to see you guys at the 10K. And of course the live stream tonight, because this is probably a Sunday video. The live stream tonight at 6:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day today. And of course, a big shout out goes out to each and every patron on the channel. Thank you so much, everyone, for continuing your ongoing support for the channel. You guys rock. You make the world go round for my Patreon. Thanks again, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Patrons rock. And yeah, now I have to go walk the dog.